Welcome, 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 my beautiful empathic soul. I wanted to share this invitation in person just for you because I've created a beautiful 6-part, 3-hour video training just for someone like you. And in that training, I am going to give you my personal insights and also my wisdom of me as an empath myself, um, and how I've helped empathic women over the last 10 years. If you don't know me, my name is Bernie Brown, and I have been coaching, training, and transforming women's lives, especially empathic women, over the last 10 years. And in that time, I have found amazing ways, beautiful spiritual ways, beautiful physical ways, and also energetic ways of how we really are meant to live in this world as empaths. So if you are one of those people who are really struggling this year, that what you're finding is that you're having real seesaw up and down, like minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day, like what is going on with the world, then I want to tell you that you're in the right place and listening to the right message. So if you have realized that when you're around certain people, how they siphon off your energy, that how they siphon off your good vibes, how that you can go into something in a good mood and come back out feeling really crappy, feeling really disempowered, having no energy, like low mood, whatever that might be, maybe feeling really exhausted, then I want you to understand that as an empath, you have superpowers. Um, and you're like, what? But you really, really have superpowers. But they're hidden right now within the challenges that you're going through of all this energy, of all this negativity, of all the chaos, of all the war, of all the pain, of all the suffering, because this is what we have chosen as empaths to come into this world as a soul in this body to challenge ourselves, to find our superpowers, to find not only the superpowers for ourselves, but for other people, and not probably in the way that you are thinking. So, what I want you to understand is that, yes, you are here to help people, but not in the way that you've been doing, not in the way that you have been overgiving, oversharing, giving all your energy away. That's not how you are actually meant to help other people. Your purpose as an empath, you have a higher calling. And what that is that you are here to stop struggling with the overwhelm. You stop like struggling with all the feelings from other people, all the emotional overwhelm, the energy crashes and surges, the confusion, the lack of self motivation, self confidence, self love, and actually know that you can shift out of this empathic funk, because that's what it is, and back into your power, back into a tried and tested method that I've created just for empaths over the last 10 years. So that you can get back to your day to day, your goals, your dreams, helping other people, serving other people, but in a way that fills you up, not takes everything away. So if that is something that you want to do, then I want you to just continue listening or say, hell yes, take some notes. But I want you to understand that you're not here for the chaos. You're not here for the pain, for the suffering, um, as a gorgeous, sensitive soul. You are here to master your energy, your power, your attachment, the responsibility that you have taken on. the unconditional love that flows freely from your beautiful, beautiful heart, and the compassion that you have for all, for humanity, for the planet, for animals, for everybody. I know that you are a fountain of unconditional love. But you only know how to be an empath from one perspective, and that's how to give everything, how to like be everything to everyone, and you are struggling to do it. Yeah. But I want to ask you, how often do you give those things to yourself? How often do you say, today I'm gonna, have a day for me. I'm gonna do the fun things. I want to feel good. I'm gonna recharge my energy. I'm going to feel great in myself. And you're full of intention and full of like, this is going to be great. And then you get a phone call, or somebody in the family says, hey, like, I really need your help. Can you help me? And without even thinking, you'll say yes. Not only is your day gone, but you'll also be filled with like whoever you've been hanging around with. So whether they've been complaining or sharing just what's going on with them, and you hold on to all of that. You come home holding all of that energy, their troubles, their needs, and you haven't fulfilled what you need. I've done it. You've done it. We've all done it, because until we see it, we can't change it. And there's no judgment here. I want you to understand that judgment is the thing that is stopping you from seeing it. Because we judge ourselves for not being able to give more, to other people, to just keep giving. And when we're feeling exhausted and when we're feeling like wrung out, we judge ourselves for, how did I get here? But here's the thing I really want you to understand, my beautiful empathic soul, is that is a never ending cycle. And until you change something and follow through with what you tell yourself. So those days when you really need to recharge and fill up your own cup, until you start putting yourself first, things aren't going to change. We get such into this masculine energy of having like the to-do list and being busy and having to push through. And what we need to do is bring in some balance, bring in our feminine energy, that beautiful, intuitive, flowy energy that helps us recharge our cup. One, it's not selfish. It's about self-love. And it's how you're going to evolve. Two, guilt is a trap. And shame is the snare that's going to stop you from moving forward. This is your time to be your own emancipator, to be your own soul liberator, to be that soul rebel who says, it's time to do it differently. I'm sick and tired of feeling this way. I cannot continue doing it the way that I'm doing it. It's not working anymore. So number 3 is that you've learned the downside of being an empath. You've learned that, how to soak it all up, how to carry it for everybody, how to burn out, how to get wrung out, how to feel as crappy as possible. And that's just with other people's feelings. But how about finding out the positive side of being an empath? A positive side that will change everything once you get it. I mean, everything. You're here listening to this because your soul is ready for that transformation. And number four is that this is about mastery. This is about mastering being an empath. This is about overcoming your challenges because freedom is on the other side of those challenges. Because you probably established some behaviors and habits that have helped you survive as an empath, especially in this really chaotic world. But what I want to tell you is that those survival mechanisms aren't going to continue to help you move forward. They're going to keep you stuck. They're going to keep you doing the same things. You're going to still continue to get overwhelmed and have to go and shut down and recharge eventually, and then go back out and do the whole cycle again. Because those survival mechanisms have taught you to contract, to become introverted, to like hermit and hide from the world, because it's the only way that it gives you a chance to just be yourself and be in a safe zone that helps you come back to eventually, however long that cycle takes for you right now. But it's not giving you the freedom that you want. And I want to tell you that there's more and better ways to feel safe as an empath than hiding from the world, hiding your beautiful face, your beautiful energy, your beautiful soul, and all that unconditional love. You and me, as empaths, we are the most intuitive, courageous, resilient, gifted people we know. But we're giving our power away. And I'm going to show you how to take it back. So, what I want you to understand is that this challenge, and this is like your soul has decided this. Your soul came here and decided that it wanted to expand. It needed to evolve. It needed to transform to become a powerful, powerful, but sensitive soul on this planet. As you can see on the outside world, it's all changing. All changing. Like all bets are off. For sure. And I want you to understand that this is like the exact moment where you get to decide, this is my time. This is the time where I want to bend, where I want to flow, where I want to feel so deep connection, where I nourish my soul and I'm continuously connected to that when I move through the world. Nothing can touch me. And that is very doable. Very, very doable. And when I say bend, this is about being flexible, being intuitive. This is about waking up your awareness. Because this method that I've created, and the acronym is BEND, is 4 keys to help you to be free from the guilt and the shame, the overwhelm, the burnout, the responsibility of carrying it for everybody, to shed it all. And this is to help you choose healthy boundaries, new energy. And I'm going to prescribe you deep soul nourishment. And I'm going to show you how to detach from the numbing out, from all the overwhelm, from everybody else's problems and troubles, so that you have more fun and freedom to be yourself, to show your magic, to show up as you in like a not scared and fearful way. Like, oh my God, I can't go into crowds because I'm just going to get overwhelmed. Girl, you're gonna come out of crowd changing the crowd. I'm telling you now. I'm going to show you how to create the it's not my responsibility box. And every time you come across that challenge, you're going to put that thing, that person, that guilt, that shame, that overwhelm into the it's not my responsibility box. Because you've got something else to share than just your time and energy. And that's that unconditional love. That's that magic that you have. That's the ability to hold space for people, which is why everybody wants to share and offload onto you. But I want to help you put the weight down. And to see yourself maybe for the first time, for the first time, without all the labels and the identities that where you are trying to be everything for everyone. How's that working out for you? So this is my invitation. I want you to make a decision, and I'm going to make this as easy as possible for you because I know you want to still put people first, even while you're listening to this, even while you're watching this, even while inside you're saying, this sounds so good. This is exactly what I need. But, and I know that there's a but, there always is a but because you have never put yourself first for a long, long time. But I want you to know that there's more to being an empath than what you're experiencing right now. And I want to help you unravel it, expose it, let it into the light so that you can have better moods, better energy, be more optimistic, have more fun, have more joy, have deep, intuitive soul connection with other people without having to carry all their bullshit. Have spiritual flexibility. Have the integrity that you take care of you first. And in doing so, you're going to open up some amazing and beautiful gifts. Gifts that you already have, I might add, but you're not using them. You can't see them. They're not available to you because you're holding so much for everybody else. And it's time to put it down. It is, my love. It's time to put it down and say, this new experience of what looks like the world crashing around my ears is a time to be like a phoenix. It's a time to reinvent yourself. It's a time to say, if everything else is being let go, it's time that I can let it go too. Yes. Because when we do, you have so much more choice. You have so many more options. You're the creator of your own reality. If your belief system says, I have to be everything for everyone, you will move heaven and earth to do it. But you also know what the repercussions for you, your energy, you as that beautiful, sensitive soul, you know what those repercussions are. So do you want to continue to live in an empath prison? Because that really is what you are like experiencing right now. Stuck in very masculine ways of just logically trying to survive, to hold it together, to do it the way everybody else is doing. How's that working out for you? because there's a better way. Absolutely, utterly, yes, yes, yes. There's so like much better way. But you have to set yourself free. You have to let some things go. And your soul is either saying, yes, yes, yes. And your brain's going, oh my God, that sounds like, I don't know if I could cope with that. But you can because you've been through so much. You've learned so many amazing lessons, but you're not plugged into that wisdom yet. Because you can be living literally an intuitive, deeply soul connected, purposeful life when you open up and like re-invite in the divine feminine. That flow, that intuition, that part of self that needs to reopen to receiving. Because you're in a pattern of give, 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 give over and over and over again. And we have to create balance. We have to be able to receive and give, receive and give, fill up our own cup to be able to give, not from a place of I have nothing left to give, but from a place of I have so much to give that I choose who I help without the guilt of feeling that somebody's being left out. Because I know that's what's going on in your head. You choose who and where and when you give your valuable time, your valuable energy, and all that unconditional love that you are full of. But it's time to turn that around so that you give all of that right now to yourself. So if you're ready to become a wise, empathic woman who bends like the river, flows like the river, receives like the river, but also gives like the river, let's do this together, because if we do, nothing's ever going to look the same again. I can promise you that. Because when you step into my world, transformation is what's going to happen. So let me quickly give you some details because I don't want to hold you back any longer. But this is going to be a 6-part video series, but I'm also adding in some live portions to this because Spirit has told me that I need to be here to also help you and support you and answer questions for you as you go through this little journey. You can do this from home. You can do this at your own time. The live parts, if you can't make them because of time zones or whatever else is going on, you send me your questions, you send me a voice note, and I'll answer them on the live calls. So there's 6 modules. Number 1 is you are here. This is the self-awareness that you need to understand about being an empath. I'm going to share with you just how the world looks now and how it's going to work or how it's going to look as an empath when you start creating and moving into the structure that I'm creating for you. And that's the bend method. So B is for boundaries. This is the keys to your freedom. Energy. This is going to be how it works for you, how it can work for you, and how it will change everything. New energy, balance, freedom. There's a second part to the E in the band, and that is embodiment, and that is walking the walk. And this is I'm going to be sharing some of my most potent practices, my best tools, because this is where we have to feel the resistance, feel the, oh my God, this is kind of scary, this is challenging me, because your freedom is on the other side. The N is nourishing your soul. This is where we step out of the masculine and we start offering and receiving to be filled with the feminine energy. And this is more energetics. This is more spiritual connection. But also this is about making some new decisions of behaviors, habits, and how we can do this with compassion and love for ourselves. And lastly, the most important one, probably out of all of them, is discernment. The discernment of how we learn the lessons from our past and turn it into wisdom, how we make new choices, how we can see through when we're not juggling everything and make better choices. And there'll be 3 live trainings. The first call is about boundary setting and how there might be some fallout, how there might be some challenges, and I'm here to help and support you, and also share some of the stories that some of my clients have gone through when they've been challenged by setting boundaries, especially with family and friends. Call 2 is energy mastery. I will be giving you some new concepts. I will be sharing some new tools and skills to get you into a higher energy. And call 3 is about wisdom in the messy. Because it's going to be messy. There's no perfection in this. Every single one of you who joins us will have a completely different path. And sometimes you'll converge, and sometimes there'll be similarities. Sometimes there'll be wisdom that we can share with each other that all of a sudden you'll go, that's me too. But this is about using and creating a new muscle. That's what it is. Intuitive muscle, discernment muscles. Even creating those boundaries, saying no, that's a new muscle we have to learn to use and practice. This is going to be as gentle and soft, but also challenging and supporting. But if you've got to here and in your head you've said yes to everything that I've said, then it's time. I'll also add in a bonus call on reframing worthiness, because that's one of the biggest challenges of the empath is, do I deserve to have something better than this? Am I worthy to have all the things that I want? What about other people? The shame, the guilt. That's what we're going to work on. So, my beautiful, I know that the next question you're asking me is, okay, Bernie, I'm in. Tell me how much it is, please, so that I can say yes and sign up. So it is £199. That's pound sterling. So if you are in the US, it's probably around about 222. I also have a payment plan, because if your stomach just dropped, if you just went, oh, I can't afford that, I'm setting up a payment plan as well. And you can pay in 3 payments. I'll work out what that is and I'll put it below. If you are in my membership group of Temple of the Wise Women, you get a £66 discount. So it is 133 for my beautiful Temple of the Wise Women members. And again, we can do a payment plan. And if you think, oh, Temple of the Wise Women, what's that you're talking about, Bernie? That is a monthly membership that we created at the beginning of January, because I knew this was going to be the year that it is. And I'm in that group every week, doing lives, doing full moon calls, we do full moon ceremonies, we do workshops. And I want you to understand that you can join us in there at any time. So if you want some personal support, you can join Temple of the Wise Women for £44 a month, and then also join this amazing little program and save. So you get more support and not pay as much. How's that sound? So I don't want to hold you on any longer, but I want you to know that I see you, I hear you, I know what you're going through. And if you want to do life in a different way, still have that beautiful, empathic, gifted, intuitive, amazing, sensitive soul, but use it for a different way so that you can help people, you can hold space for people, but not hold and be responsible for anything else. Then I want you to join us. The first module drops. In fact, if you're watching this invitation, the chances are that if you say yes and you sign up, the first module comes directly to you. And we go from there. And with all of that, then you'll get the times and the dates for those live calls and the support. But as I said, like if you say yes to this, you are going to shift. You are going to change. Things will never look the same because that's what I do. That's how I help. I will give you so many new perspectives to look at yourself, to hold yourself, to give more to yourself, to help you open to receive more as well. Life will never look the same again. So I would love for you to join us. All the information will be sent to you or it'll be down below this video. I hope you have a beautiful day. Let's be empathic souls together in a bright new world and have a gorgeous day, my love.